sculpture. I don't stick with one material. I work with all kinds of stuff, wood, stone, stuff that I find out of the dumpsters. And, yeah, well, I dumpster dive a lot. And so in the slides today, I have a variety of things that I put in there. Wood, stone, bronze, mixed, laminated things. And also I have a couple of 3 or 4, some commission work that I did to show you what it looks like. I don't have all of them, I have just some samples. And in putting the slides in, I messed up. When I put the numbers on, I left little spaces, I was told, and so they got scrambled a little bit. So they're not in order, it doesn't matter, I'll deal with it. And you'll deal with it. And let's see, and as I go, I put that slide first because that was the one that was used for the announcement. I thought, okay, I'll put it in there. That was a sculpture that I did from a piece of wood from a tree that died in my yard.
Wow.
And ambrosia beetle, a few years ago we had an ambrosia beetle invasion and the bay trees all died. Well, this big tree in my yard died, and so I gave a lot of the wood away, but I kept a piece and did this sculpture. I call it ambrosia. It was in one solid piece, but I didn't like it. It was a little static, so I took an axe and split it up. Broke it up into pieces and hollowed it out and put it back together with pegs because the ambrosia beetle kind of destroyed the tree, so I didn't want the sculpture to be totally intact. So I wanted to make it part of that. So it's kind of a homage to the bay trees, not to ambrosia. The name comes from that. So I'm going to take the slide.
How large is that piece? How large?
It's about this high, 3 feet, something like that. And most of my sculptures are about, I call them intimate size, because I'm not very good at working with other people. So whenever I work by myself. I try to lift things by myself. I cast bronze by myself. I built a little foundry at home in the studio. And whenever I try to get people to help me, they're never free to do that. They always have other things to do. So my sculptures range from very small to big enough that I can lift them with some machinery that I can handle myself. And then for the commissions, I have to hire people to help me move, and I have to work with other people, engineers, architects, and stuff. And so that's a different story. So I go to the next one. I also work in ceramics, clay. This is, we call it summer. There's a girl with a tank top there. And it's actually in 2 pieces. It's like a container. When I work with clay, I like to make them look like a container because clay is usually thought of as pottery, and so even the figures become pots. so that's, and I also do bronze. And I deal with images from the past. I'm very involved with cyclic work and classical work. And when I was growing up, I used to see sculptures in Italy. They're all had missing arms and legs and missing hands. So that image is still part of my language. Because I thought the figure can say all kinds of things without the head or the arms or the legs. I call this dancer. It's a dancer, but there's no legs. But it's obviously an old dancer, right? From thousands of years ago. Incidentally, that piece is at the Camera Museum in their collection. And so I borrow from the past and give it kind of a new contemporary direction by using new materials, by polishing them or breaking them or cutting them, and basically having fun with them. So dancers, bathers, they're all part of, and victory figures, saints, goddesses, whatever. This is another a little bronze that I cast myself. I call it victorious. She's got this thing. She's just finished running a race, Atalanta or something. This is a caryatid, I call it. Now, caryatids are the female figures that hold up buildings. but this is a bronze one. I've never seen a bronze one. I've seen them in stone, in Greece, you know. So I put that in because it's part of the Florida Artists Hall of Fame award. I don't know, in 1986, I was commissioned to do an award for the Florida Artists Hall of Fame in Tallahassee. They had a little competition, and they wanted an artist to do something for the award that they gave away to dancers, artists, musicians, actors in Florida. Anybody that contributes to the arts gets an award every year. And this is called La Florida because it's a Florida